Welcome to FedBiz Exchange. I'm Michelle Brown, your coach and your mentor. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to communicate with federal buyers, also known as contracting officers, via email. So let's get into it. Hey you guys, before we get into this video, I just want to remind you, I know government contracting can be somewhat challenging, but don't forget you have Ask Michelle B. Just click on the link in the comment section to ask me a question. I will respond to you personally, and I will also put it out to the audience for everyone because most of the time we all have the same questions, or it's a question that's probably going to come up during your government contracting journey. Ask me anything you want to know anytime. And please don't forget to subscribe. Before I show you an example of what a communication should look like from your company to a federal buyer or contracting officer, I need to discuss the rules of communication with you. These are not written rules. These are things that I've learned, me and my team, over the years because we've done these things and they work. Contracting officers talk to me all the time. It's not because they know me. It's not because they like me. It's because I know how to communicate with them and it works. You need to make sure that you're keeping things simple and that you're listening to what I'm about to tell you. So whenever you want to reach out to a contracting officer, think about this video and what I shared with you, and 99.9% of the time, they will respond to you. So if you want their attention, you need to understand it has to be specific, meaning you need to talk to them about things that they want to buy. If they don't want to buy it right now and you're trying to send them something, they're not going to pay attention to it. It's as simple as that. Those are the unwritten rules. Nobody will tell you that because, again, some people don't know. People that tell you to send out capability statements blindly, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't understand that it doesn't work, or they're just inexperienced, and or they've never won a contract before and they don't know what they're doing. So don't listen to people tell you to do that. Don't ever send your capability statement out blindly trying to market to a contracting officer because it will go into a black hole. Every blue moon, some of them may say thank you, but they're not paying attention to it right now because they're trying to buy things that you are not trying to sell them. Meaning, if you're not selling what they're paying attention to, they're not paying attention to what you just sent them. So don't do it. Okay, it doesn't work. Also, always come from the perspective of what does the contracting officer need from me right now? It's about right now because this is where his or her attention is. So if he's buying tables, don't try to sell him chairs. If he's buying washing machines, don't try to sell him refrigerators. That's just the way that it is. It's common sense, but people don't think about it that way because we do it a little bit different in the commercial side, on the commercial side, or in commercial industries. It's the same, it's just a different approach. They can only focus on what they're trying to buy at that time. They're kind of one track minded. So if you understand what they do, you will understand why. The way you talk to them is about something they want to buy. That's the summary and the bottom line. If you see something out there on fbo.gov or Fed Connect as a forecast opportunity, as a sources sought, or a pre-solicitation, you can talk to them via email. Most of them will not answer the telephone. They almost never do. Unless they call you, then they're looking for your call. But most of them don't talk on the telephone. Email is the best way to communicate with them because they will respond to email very quickly. Other than that, they're going to ignore you. You send them something they didn't ask for, they're going to ignore you. You ask them for a meeting, they might send you somewhere else, but most of the time they're going to ignore you. Keep it short and keep it simple and keep it to the point. So here's an example of a sources sought email to a contracting officer. The situation is there was a sources sought out there that fit my company's capabilities perfectly. I missed it because I just recently found it. So I write an email to the contracting officer, and here's how I do it. The subject line is the name of the sources sought. which is WY, which is Wyoming, the state, snow removal sources sought, with the ID number for the sources sought. Then I addressed it to Miss Smith because she is the contracting officer, and I say in this email, my company just came across the sources sought notice. I put the ID number for snow removal. Unfortunately, we missed the deadline to submit our response to your notice. We are a Wyoming small business experienced in large property snow removal. We are very interested in responding to the scheduled solicitation. Is the solicitation still on schedule for posting on January 15th, 2021? Please see our attached capability statement. Thank you in advance for your response. So in summary, here's what happened. I kept it straight to the point, short and sweet. I still told her about my company. I still told her that I was very interested in responding to the solicitation that was coming out. I got her to talk to me by asking her a question, even though I already knew what the answer was. I just wanted to confirm. So I used that as a marketing opportunity, even though I missed responding to the sources sought. I used it as a marketing opportunity. I took the action to follow up and send a quick note, and I was able to send her my capability statement because she needs what I'm offering. That's when you talk to them. And the last thing is, what if I was the only business to respond to her? Happens all the time. Most people ignore sources sought because they don't think that they matter. If I was the only one to respond to her, a couple of things could have happened. She might have picked up the phone and called me for pricing or emailed me for pricing because she didn't get any other responses. And maybe she's in a hurry, which we are in snow season across the country. So you never know what's going on. Don't be that person not to respond. This is an opportunity for you to follow someone that is actually wanting to buy something that you offer.